Hey everybody, today's guest knows what it means to choose herself and trust God with what comes next. Yvonne Trust walked away from a marriage that was slowly draining her and through that courageous decision discovered both her purpose and the love she once believed was out of reach. She is the founder of Limitless You, where she now coaches others who feel stuck in old patterns to step into freedom, healing, and possibility. Yvonne's story is a powerful reminder that when we choose truth and growth, God can rewrite everything. Hello, Yvonne.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm
You're
excited.
so welcome. I'd love for you, for those of us who don't know you yet, can you share a little bit about who you are and the season in that you're in, the season of life you're living in right now?
How do I keep this short? So, who am I? Well, I actually like and invite people to not think, who are you based upon the attributes of what you represent in your world.
Hmm.
I am love, I am light, I am energy, I am bright, and that is what I am. The attributes of how I play in this wonderful life that I'm living right now is I'm a mom of two boys, one Virginia Tech freshman and a Arlington Tech high school freshman. And I'm a mom of a cute little dog. He's not so little anymore. He's 7.5. His name is Zeus. And those are the people that I care for in my home. I, as you mentioned, have a company called Limitless You. And so I like to care for as many people as I've been given the gifts to care for. And it is a community, I call it my high vibe tribe, where I help people unlock themselves from conditioning and patterns they didn't even know were running their life, just like I didn't know. So I grew up in a town of 2,300, not very far from Wendy, in central Illinois, and grew up pretty sheltered. And my folks are amazing and they love me and they love me in the way that they know how. And in that way, they didn't grow up with a lot. So they grew up helping me in a way that they wish they would have been helped surviving,
Hmm.
right? Um, Making more money, having stability. Like those are all good things, right? The challenge with well-intentioned conditions are they might not be aligned to who your creator made you to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're not aligned to who your creator made you to be, you begin to feel like there's something wrong with you or that
Mm-hmm.
you're not enough, right? So you're not rich enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not successful enough, you're not whatever it is you're comparing yourself to. And especially now in this world of crazy social media and you just
Mm-hmm.
everybody's everywhere. Now we don't even know what's real because it's all AI and can be perfected where that doesn't exist. You're in this state of comparison. And so what my creator gave me the gift of is a lot of trials and tribulations to wake me up and to show me that I was on a path, but it wasn't one of my own design,
Mm-hmm.
and that I could switch that path to one that was more aligned to my design. And I was given the talents to do so and the courage to do so. And through those trials and tribulations, it's cliche, but it's true. People change from inspiration or desperation. Mine was desperation, right? A really terrible, scary divorce and continues to be a source of opportunity for more growth. 11 years later, gave me that gift, right? To say, hey, you know, what's the definition of insanity? Keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. You
Mm-hmm.
need to do something different. You need to feel good. You need to explore. You need to not fear the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's who I am. I'm somebody that doesn't fear the unknown. I'm somebody that wants to share what I've learned, not out of a textbook, although I am certified in hypnotherapy and yoga and studying different modes of healing, but through experience. And so anything I shared today with you, Wendy, and your audience today in this conversation, I would invite you not to believe me. I would invite you to experiment with it,
Mm-hmm.
to try it on, to test it out, and see how it works. Just like Einstein, right? If Einstein stopped at his first failure or he just believed what everybody else said, we wouldn't have all the gifts that he brought to bear.
Mm.
He said he never thought he was really that smart. He was just exceptionally curious. So I invite you to be curious. I invite you to experiment.
Oh,
I
that's
invite
so
you to figure
good.
out who you are. And it's not, I'm a mom or I'm a dad or I'm a Christian or I'm a CEO or I'm a secretary. That's not who you are.
Hmm.
Those are just the things you do. So I
Right.
love your question, Wendy. I invite everybody to think about who am I really?
Yeah. Oh, and it's so good. And like even so my kids are 11 and 14. And I told them because I thought I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a teacher, right? And then um and then I wanted to be an architect. Why did I want to be an architect? Because my cousin was, and I wanted to be like him. So then I went and I would draw till midnight every night when I got home from school. And I did drafting 101 all the way through high school, right? And I went ahead and do architectural school. I'll get through that, switch to interior design, and then I do that. And then I get into the real world and I feel like I hit a wall. And I
Hmm.
didn't really realize the wall until I come across the book. And I don't know why. Um, the one of Dave Ramsey's books about money led me to Dan Miller, No More Mondays. All of a sudden, something was like, wait a minute. What is this thing about entrepreneurship? I
Right.
didn't know what that was. And so all of a sudden, I like everything started pivoting. I tell people, I'm like, and it makes sense because from 16 to 40, almost 48 years old, I've done, I don't know, 40 things
That's
to
so cool.
provide for my family. But like some people, it looks like I don't have the ability to commit. But sometimes I like to do many things at once, right? So, like you had said, it's not about what we do. And so, training up my child, say all of that to say, tell my kids, it's not about what school wants you to be or what I want you to be. It's what has God created you to be. And my daughter's like, I think I want to work with wild animals. And I'm like, okay. And then she's going into this class last year, and she goes, Mom, we're gonna have to cut into a brain, like the animal's brain. I go, cool. She goes, no. I go, but if you want to work with animals, you're gonna have to get through some of that stuff to get to the other part. I go, just go into it with an open mind. She says, but people have been puking. I'm like, go into it with an open mind and see what happens. That's all I ask. She comes back that day. She goes, that was so cool. I got to do the cutting into the brain and it was the best. And I'm like, there you go. So it's funny when we open ourselves up to possibility,
Yes.
what that means, but not being conformed to the ways of the world. And God did create us to be multifaceted, right?
Yeah, we have so many gifts and so much power we haven't even tested. It goes dormant.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
goes dormant. And I love what you taught your daughter. Many people have said that, and I'll say what it is, but many people don't understand how that can be possible when it's not something like school, like cutting into a brain. But I think your advice is sage advice of keeping an open mind and that how might even the tough stuff be happening for me, not to
Right.
me?
Mm-hmm.
How might it be happening for me, not to me? Well, it's a gift from your creator to learn and grow. That's why we're here. We're
Right.
not here just to survive. We're here to thrive, to grow, to
Right.
expand. And
Right.
if you're not given anything that's difficult or uncomfortable, you're not going to grow very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I invite people to just play with this little mind hack of like, how is even the crappiest stuff that you would have thought, oh my God, people are going to puke or I want to puke like your daughter. How might this terrible relationship be happening for me? How might abuse from my childhood happen for me? You're like, what? How could
Yeah.
that possibly happen for you? You have the choice. I'm not condoning it. What I am saying, and this is what I invite people to do. This is why, I call myself either a subconscious performance coach or you know, a subconscious safari guide or, a hypnotherapist, whatever the title is, happiness coach. The coolest thing is when we realize that we also, when you asked who are you, we are also not our minds.
Mm-hmm.
So Wendy, can just hold up your right hand for a minute and just slap yourself in the face. If you're listening, do this. Right now, you don't do that very regularly, right?
No,
So look at your hand and say, I have a hand.
I have a hand.
I am not my hand.
I am not my hand.
My hand listens to me.
My hand listens to me.
My hand is given to me.
My hand is given to me.
My hand will work for me.
My hand will work for me. That's
All
good.
right. Now, your mind is no different.
Mm-hmm.
But we let it do this all day long,
Right, right, right. Oh, that's good.
right? We let it slap us around all the time. So I'm not saying I would ever condone somebody to have childhood abuse. I am saying I can't change that for you. That's in the past. I can't go to the past. You can't go to the past. What we can do is change what's happening to you now. And what's happening to you now is simply what your mind is making meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So your mind makes meaning of what happened in the past. And either you can let it slap you around or you can say, no, repeat after me. I have a mind.
I have a mind.
I am not my mind.
I am not my mind.
My mind was given to me.
My mind was given to me.
My mind will work for me.
My mind will work for me.
Yes, you're not working for your mind. You're not letting it slap you around anymore. From this day forward, it's really hard for anybody listening to suffer when you live in the truth. And the truth is, it's never the things outside of you that are impacting you, it's the meaning you give them. And the meaning you give them comes from your mind, and your mind has been conditioned to run on autopilot, programs you built before you were 10 years old for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Even well-intentioned parents, even well-intentioned religion, things that were done, said to try and help you,
Mm-hmm.
good intentions interpreted by a young mind can sometimes harm you as an
Right.
adult.
Right.
And so just like we have our phones, right? Most people
Right.
have smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen, Wendy, if I never upgraded the software on my iPhone?
It'll eventually quit working.
Yeah, and along the way, it
Glitches and
slows down and glitches and reboots weird, and your mind is no different. The
mm,
challenge that most human beings are facing right now is we've not upgraded the code of our brain.
mm,
So it's proven, right? Whether you believe whatever different things that you believe, and it's proven by science, it's been known for thousands of years from yogis. Your mind, your subconscious mind doesn't speak English, Spanish, German, French, Polish, nothing, right? But it speaks through sensations. It speaks through, and why you have sensations in your body is to create action.
mm-hmm.
And so when you look at how a child develops, like when your kiddos were babies, how long could they stay awake for at a stretch?
When they were newborns,
Yeah,
I mean, not long at all.
not long at all. And then they had to take naps and they're taking everything in. And that's when they're learning. That's how human development works. That's why if you've heard like, oh, before age 10, if you look at childhood brain development,
Mm-hmm.
that's when this is happening. So
Mm-hmm.
that the things that you do want to go on autopilot, you don't want to have to think about how do I brush my teeth every day? You don't want to even think about how do I drive every day? You get trained, you learn, and then you just do it. And then sometimes you're like, oh my God, how did I get from point A to point B? Thank you, God, for keeping me alive because I was daydreaming.
Yeah, right.
Right? How often have you done that?
Oh
Or you
yeah,
go
so
into a room and you're like, why am I in this room? What did I come in here for? That's how humans were built.
mm-hmm.
So we're not broken. We don't need fixed. We just need age appropriate code upgrading to
Mm-hmm.
what works for us in the stage of life that we're in, based upon what we want and what we're designed to be. To your point, I don't want to try and take you out of your entrepreneurial, passionate, amazing, vibrant self and stick you into a rectangle concrete box,
No.
taking orders from people, right? But that's what we're essentially doing. by not upgrading, by not exploring, by not experimenting. And we don't even know we're doing it. Sometimes we're like, oh, you're a hypnotist. Are you going to make me bark like a dog or quack like a duck? And I'm like, no, it's not that kind of hypnotism. And they get afraid. Oh, I don't want to be in a trance. I'm like, you're already in a social trance.
Oh, every day. The moment you, oh, it's kind of like doom scrolling. Why do they call it doom scrolling? Because you get on to just watch one video, all of a sudden you wake up hours later and you've done nothing but fill your brain with a bunch of useless content.
Yeah, because our brain has dopamine receptors.
Hmm.
And so that doesn't mean that we're meant to take drugs. It means like that we have dopamine receptors. And that's why now the scrolling is a dopamine hit. Every time you scroll, it's like another hit, another hit, another
Right.
hit, another hit.
Yeah.
So it becomes addictive,
Right.
right? Same thing with like overeating or drinking or
Hmm.
any of the things that you find yourself doing that you think you like in the short term, but have long-term negative consequences and you
Hmm.
can't seem to stop. That's an addiction. It's not
Well,
limited to drugs and alcohol.
yeah, and it's true. So I was reading something on Instagram last night with my 11-year-old, and I go, Elliot, I go, I'm reading this post on how it was one of those carousel posts, right? And it's about how gaming, online gaming, uses they studied like 30 million people and figured out how to create an addiction
Yeah.
with their gaming. So like he used to play Fortnite. He hates it now. Why? I'm grateful. And it's not because of the shooting and stuff like that. That's not what it was. But what they do is they make it to where you win, 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 then you lose. And then you lose, lose. And they're like, okay, they're losing too much. We're gonna find somebody easy for them to beat. So they get somebody easy. Easy, easy, easy. Like, hey, we don't want them to win too much. And so they not only do it to create a craving it's kind of same what they said, it's the same triggers when somebody goes to the slot machines at a gambling
Yeah.
casino. It's like lose, 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 win. Oh, I gotta keep playing. I might get it big. And it's playing with that same receptors in your brain. And they say it's the same thing when they want you to buy something in a game. They'll put players by you with the expensive things that you can buy so that you buy. Can you see them do really well? So then you
Yeah,
buy
you need
it
the
thinking you'll do
skins.
well. Yes. And so I had, because my son used to rage out, as you would call it, with playing Fortnite. And I told him, you've got to stop playing this game. And so I just kind of goes, Mom, when are you going to be done talking to me about this? It was like like several things. I go, I just want you to be aware. And he doesn't play a lot of that stuff. He doesn't like it, which I'm grateful for. Not mainly just because I want him to be aware. Hey, wait a minute. Why am I behaving this way? Hey, wait a minute. Why am I screaming? What are you escaping? Or what are they trying to do to lure you
Yeah.
in
It's the
to keep you
Matrix.
addicted?
And now with AI, oh, it's so much easier to create those mechanisms.
Hmm.
Because before you kind of had to like get a model and you had to tweak the model. Like now it's just it's all real time and it's feeding the model.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and so I want everybody to listen to this and maybe, you're like, oh, I don't game. That's what my kids do. What do you do? What do you do, right? In the short term, and that you actually don't want to keep doing,
Hmm.
but it has long-term negative consequences. Like when I was going through my terrible divorce and all that, I was in the pandemic, I was binge watching Netflix and drinking bottles of wine.
So I did the same thing when I was going through the divorce that I went through. It was so bad. There was a time I didn't have the finances to have streaming. So I had box sets. So Golden Girls and Frasier and Friends became my best friends.
Yeah.
And
Your
there was a
escape.
time it was just what I did. I'm like, and the Lord had told me, I want you to throw those away. And I'm like, but I love them. He goes, yeah, but you're stuck. So I literally I still remember, went and asked him, like, Holy Spirit, what do you need me to get rid of here? So I get unstuck. And I got two brown paper bags and filled it with DVDs and box sets that I had. Because this needs to go, that needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go. and I took it to the dumpster at the place I was living. And I threw it away and I cried like a baby.
Did you climb back in the dumpster and get it
No, I
out?
didn't. I was obedient.
Did you think about
Um,
it?
um, I was gonna take it to a Goodwill store
Yeah.
thing. He goes, no, for someone else to fall in the same trap, no.
You know, I work with a lot of successful entrepreneurs, and it doesn't matter if you're successful or not successful. I call, you've heard of standard operating procedures. I call them stuck operating procedures. And we want to hop over to healthy operating procedures,
Oh,
right?
that's good.
And so healthy operating procedures, that's why I do what I do. Like it can be difficult. Like how many books have you read? How many podcasts have you listened to? How many programs? And maybe you do it for a little bit, but not a long bit.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is you don't go deep enough. And even if you have a therapist or if you're on medication, like they're only working with your conscious brain, right? Your prefrontal cortex. And that is only control by the time you're 35. Like if you think about like a boardroom, it's only got 5% vote.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never going to win if the other 95% think that your life depends upon you watching Friends.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what really is happening. Like we don't
Uh-huh.
think about it that way, but the world has advanced so quickly, our systems have not. Your
Mm.
subconscious mind doesn't care if you're happy, sad, rich, poor, none of it. It
Mm-hmm.
only cares if you're alive. That's why it keeps you stuck because it says, okay, don't change anything. We're alive. Why would you change a hair on your head? Like we could die from that. You
Yeah,
know,
but you could die by not doing anything either.
well, exactly what you will
Yeah.
find is any problem that you have, because remember, your subconscious mind is not you, and it
Mm-hmm.
actually isn't built for the world you live in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not built for the world you live in. It's built for caves and tigers and, all of that survival bit. That's not
Mhm.
your brain will send signals. And that's why people say they have anxiety or they feel anxiety. It's because you feel these feelings and you're like, oh my God, something must be wrong because I'm feeling these feelings. But it's just your brain getting your body and your body trying to get you to do something because it thinks you're in danger. What your autonomic nervous system is built to do, though, is send a ton of energy to your jaw so you can bite really hard, or to your legs so you can run really fast. Or if you want to actually think that I can't bite hard and win and I can't run fast and win, then I'm just going to play dead. And that's what panic attacks are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what paralysis is. That's why people procrastinate. They're just like, I just can't. So we're more like animals in nature than we actually know we are. That's how our subconscious mind and that's how our species has survived. But that's why I want you to let you now see you're not your mind and you're not going to let it slap you around anymore. So there's all sorts of things, if you want to go check out, I have a lot of free resources at unlocklimitlessyou.com. There's a quiz there you can take. It takes less than 5 minutes. Unlocklimitlessyou.com/quiz. Less than 5 minutes, 12 questions. Don't let us end up in your junk mail. It, based upon your answers, will kind of help you see what is my way of being with myself and my way of being with others in my environment where I might have gifts or opportunities to grow. So I don't have my stuck operating procedures running my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if people feel called to dive deeper, if you want to do the full programs or anything like that, use the free resources. And if then you do want to do more, just unlocklimitlessyou.com/call. Whatever you do, whether you do something with me or not, don't wait. Wendy, I
Mm-hmm.
was going to wait till my kids were out of college, right? Because
Right.
my ex doesn't pay a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
now he doesn't want to pay anything. Like I said, he's taking me to court now to pay nothing because he's unemployed.
Oh no. Is he though?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, actually, that's a whole nother
Another
podcast.
story. Yeah, we don't need to get into that.
But the point of it is I kept waiting because I thought, as I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm going to say this. The golden rule is wrong.
Do unto others as others would do unto you.
No, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Sunday school every single Sunday. And I live by that golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Hmm.
Well, here's the challenge. They don't always do unto you as you want to be done unto.
No.
And then what happens? Self-pity, resentment, exhaustion,
Hmm.
overgiving,
Yeah.
codependency,
Hmm.
all the things. I believe it was just lost in translation from our creator. And I
Yeah.
believe it was more like the platinum rule. First, do unto yourself as you want to be done unto, so that you can be your best self to do unto others as they want to be done unto,
Oh, that's good. That's good.
right? Self health is not selfish,
Hmm.
it's the opposite. I took care of my kids. I took care of my team. I took care of everybody. And I not only took care of them like in the present, but I look 20 paths out, 20 steps out, like what could possibly go wrong that would hurt everybody. And I made sure it didn't happen. And I was miserable to be around,
It's so funny.
right? Because we're exhausted, we're
Hmm.
out of shape, we're undernourished, we're needing
Hmm.
some love. And then we're like, wait a minute, I gave it all out. How come nobody's giving it to me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny because like people will talk about the book The Go-Giver. I
I
hate
haven't read
that
that
book.
one.
Oh, I hate it. And people are like, oh, just, you know, I think it's a play on the whole like Ziegler thing. Help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. The whole reciprocity thing, which is true. But I tell people, I'm like, if you're not careful, you can outgive to the point where you receive nothing and it's exhausting.
Well, and let's take this and pull the thread.
Yeah,
I believe in generosity. I
sure.
believe in reciprocity. I
Hmm.
believe in love. I believe in all of that.
Hmm.
Listen closely. If I imagine this is me,
She's holding a cup.
I got it like a pretty Starbucks. That's one addiction I'm working on. I got a 20-ounce Starbucks water bottle,
Hmm.
and everything is gone except like half a sip.
Hmm.
Isn't that funny? I was just like getting ready to take a drink and it's like, oh, this will work. Okay. This is me. I've given everything. And when do you need something now?
Hmm.
I'm like, here you go. Take the backwash. What are
That's
you going to
hilarious.
say?
No, thank you. You can keep it.
But that's what people do. And then they're only left with backwash all day long because they've given everything out for years. And
Hmm.
then they wonder why their relationships aren't working. They wonder why their business, even if it gets successful, doesn't feel successful. Or maybe you get successful and then you lose it all and then you're on this roller coaster, right?
Hmm.
So I believe in generosity. Is it me being generous by giving you my backwash?
Hmm.
Is that generosity?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
So, yes, be generous, be reciprocal, but give what people want. And it is not your backwash,
That is so awesome.
right? So, fill your own cup full. So, there is no resentment, there is no judgment, there is no missed expectations, there is no codependency.
Hmm.
You fill you.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to be like pouring fresh water, like from the spring. And I'm like, oh, it's overflowing. Can I pour some in your cup? And then you're going to be like, yes, please.
Yeah,
That is loving generosity.
absolutely.
So the reason we got the golden rule wrong is because we didn't explain it that way. People
Hmm.
took it literally, and we've been doing it for generations.
Oh, yeah.
And then now, why do we have, well, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot of human disconnection in the world,
Hmm.
even with people of faith,
Hmm.
not because they're bad, because they're empty inside.
Right.
And all they got to operate on is backwash, and I said infects, but yeah, it infects you.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
affects your intelligence. It affects your ability to be generous, kind, and loving. and it infects and affects your energy.
Right.
Sorry, I got on a tangent there, but
You're so good. I love it. So I would love for you to share with the woman listening who sees herself in you, your story, what, the amazing things that you share about what would you want her to know right now?
oh gosh, so many things. I got to give you the link at the end of this show for this quick 15-minute meditation I put out on YouTube. It's free. What
Hmm.
I'd want the woman to know is to listen to her heart. What does her heart need? Not what does she think her heart should do or not do. No
Hmm.
more shoulding. No more shoulding all over yourself. No more letting anybody else shit all over you. No more waiting.
Hmm.
What do you want and need?
Hmm.
And go back to the backwash. Like so many women are like, I can't because I gotta take care of my kids, or I can't because I gotta work. I can't because my husband. Ugh. You're not good for anybody if you're not good for you.
Hmm.
It took me so many years to learn that. So, what can you do right now for you?
Hmm.
Just for you. Because when you do for you, just for you, you actually are doing for everybody else because you're becoming the best you.
Hmm.
What does your mind, body, and spirit ask for right now? And don't judge yourself for whatever it is. Listen to it.
Hmm.
Don't wait. Don't wait.
That's beautiful. So the meditation, is it an easy link or do you want to just send it to me so I can have it with the description
I'll
notes?
send it to you to put in post in the show notes. If you're listening now, though, there's a ton of resources, including links to my meditations. Some of them are free. Some of them are like super cheap, like less than $8
Yeah.
for a whole bundle, right? Because it's not about the money, it's about getting people that interconnection and peace.
Hmm.
So go to unlocklimitlessyou.com, and there's programs where those are kind of the things you would be doing with me. And then there's resources. There's something really fun called the Joy Regenerator.
Hmm.
When you are in just like this chaotic swirl of everybody needing you and you're exhausted, how do you regenerate your joy?
Hmm.
When you can't seem to change what's going on in your world, it's because there's a limiting belief stuck in your subconscious mind. And if you do the programs with me, we'll get to it a lot faster. It doesn't mean you have to wait. It's called the limiting belief lie detector. Go do it. What is it that you really want? What is the worst thing you think might happen? So, what do you put up with now? What you will realize, and the more you work or listen, you can go to my podcast, How to Be Happier for Entrepreneurs. All the
Hmm.
links are there. The more you sit with yourself and explore, the more you will see your solutions for things, your subconscious mind solutions for things, right? The overworking, the overgiving, the overeating, the not sleeping, whatever it is the things are that you don't want, your brain thinks a solution to something it fears is worse.
Hmm.
Wendy, your brain said, don't throw away those DVDs because then you're not going to have anybody to talk to, anybody to listen to. You're not going to have any friends. You're not going to feel a part of anything, connection.
Hmm.
But it was part of the problem, not the
Right.
solution.
Right.
And it actually creates the problem it's trying to solve in the first place. So, the limiting belief lie detector, things like that will help you. So,
Mm.
go to the website in case you don't get back to the show notes. Go to the website right now, bookmark it, start playing with those things. And then when you remember, then you can go to those show notes, and Wendy will have the link to the free meditation on YouTube that everybody can just get easily and effortlessly. The reason I mention that one is because it's my heart mind coherence to align your heart and your mind to inner peace.
Mm.
To that, remember how we said what we're designed to be. your desires, your dreams, so that you can wake up and create your dreams, not just sleep with them at night.
Hmm.
And so it helps you align your mind that's been slapping you around to your heart or your soul.
That's so good. That's so good. Well, my gosh, this has been the most wonderful experience just talking with you. And I've been, while she was talking about our website, I pulled it up. It's very easy to find. It's unlocklimitlessyou.com. And it's very easy to navigate. You'll be able to find everything. Just go straight to resources. You can go to the meditations or go to her different quizzes and generators there. It's very easy to figure everything out. And thank you so much, Yvonne, for sharing your heart with us today. To our listeners, remember your story isn't over. You are not disqualified by what you've been through. With Jesus, you are healed, whole, and called. Till next time.